Why am I saying that you are already an investor? I'll share that. Think about the world. You are putting money into something. It could be a house. You could be saving money. You could be saving on cars. You're putting money on cars. And when you go to the bank, they tell you what? They tell you that it's an asset. List all your assets. The house that you pay loan to is an asset. The car that you pay an EMI on, that's an asset. That's what the bank is saying. But in reality, it's an asset for them. So what is the definition of an asset? The definition of an asset is, we have a simple definition from Robert Kiyosaki, which is, asset is something that put cash in your pocket. Asset is something that puts cash in your pocket. Is a car putting cash in your pocket? But it is putting cash in somebody's pocket. Every month, somebody is getting an EMI, 20,000 rupees, $1,000, or something else. So every month, your car is generating a cash flow for the person who gave you the loan. So the lender gets a cash flow. For the lender, it's an asset. So the question is, because you're going to discover today how to create wealth step by step. It's going to be a master class, but understand that the lender who gets you to be a financial slave, write that down in the chat. The lender who gets you to be a financial slave, for them, doesn't want you to make money. Does this make sense? Because if you start making money, if you start creating assets, they are not going to create assets, because you become the asset creator. Same thing with your house too. Today, you go to a bank will tell you, what does the bank tell you? Oh, you're qualified for 1/3 of your income for a housing loan. They decide that. And you're like, oh, I want to build a really nice house. I want to get the best car. I want to get the best credit card. Think about the credit card. The biggest asset building for a bank is a credit card. Why? Because you are giving them 20 to 37% sometimes in some countries in annual interest, which means the thing that you are keeping in your hand called credit card is creating a cash flow for a bank. This is one of the biggest scams in the world. This is like a legitimate scam. Like, for example, think about it this way. If you have, let's say, $1,000, and if you are listening from US, maybe you know this, maybe you don't. US has $1 trillion, $1 trillion in credit card liability. 1 trillion is $1,000 billion. 1 billion is $1,000 million. So we have 1 trillion liability here in the US. And then when the financial institutions like Citibank and Bank of America and all other banks figured out that, oh, this could be done in other countries, we expanded it to other countries and expanded the biggest scam in the world, credit cards. Legitimate scam. They're legally allowed to do that. They're legally allowed to take 20 to 37% from you, which is, so in other words, if you are monthly paying your credit card or not paying, or paying a portion of it, you are investing. You're investing like a poor person. What are you investing in? You are investing in liability. Isn't that funny? It's scary and funny at the same time. You are investing in liability. Write down. Today, I am investing in liabilities. This is 90% of the world because they have no financial education whatsoever. So what they think is, this is 90% of the human population. We invest in liabilities. Credit card, expensive cars. By the way, people ask me, do you have like expensive cars? I do. But my discipline has to be, I should only allocate a smaller percentage than the bank is recommending, bank is allowing for my cars. If I could afford, let's say, conceptually, if I could afford a Rolls Royce, I should buy a BMW. If I could afford a BMW, I should buy a cheaper car. Does this make sense?